after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down, Randolph. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a throw here to his running back. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Randolph. Pressure comes and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Randolph. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Shamrocks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession. As they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! A great play there. 58 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown!
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And McPherson on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throw caught here by Bird. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. From the red zone now, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down now, it's Brooks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Thunderbirds have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Randolph. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Randolph. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, it's Watson. This ball taken in here by Brooks. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Randolph. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Looking to throw on second down. Randolph over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Looking to throw. Randolph. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Randolph. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This returnable for Bird. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Back to throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. And there he goes again. And all the way in for the touchdown. What a run that was. 88 yards on the punt return. And the Shamrocks have cut it back within a score. Well, what a game for him. He hits for the return cycle, so to speak. He had the kick return. Now the harder part, just got the punt return for a touchdown.
And I would imagine that the special teams coach, as the ball left the punter's foot, he was thinking, should have kicked away from it.
Yeah.
Should have kicked away from it. He's in a groove, and sometimes you hit those grooves or those zones in a game, and he's in one now. He's in perfect sync with his teammates blocking, and he knows how to find the end zone.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Watson off play action. It'll buy some time right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they bring out their punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Parnell. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Randolph. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Parnell, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Shamrocks put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's complete to Watt. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson, he's going to keep it on the draw.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incompletion, now a short pickup, that's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down.
It's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st and 10. Watson. He'll get this complete to Tillman. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. This is the tight end, Njoku. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.